Micka Chu is the favorite nickname in Vietnam of a French-Russian girl named Maria Kalinina. After finishing an acting course in France more than 4 years ago, Micka Chu went to Asia and fell in love with Vietnam. Because of being passionate about the culture, the country, and the people in this S-shaped land, Micka chose Vietnam to stick around and pursue her dream. Despite speaking fluently 4 different languages, Micka still learned Vietnamese for her dreams of standing on the stages of art in Vietnam. Today's Sharing Vietnam program will introduce to you an interesting story about this young, fascinating woman.
Welcome to the show of Sharing Vietnam on VTC 10 NetViet channel. On today's program, we'd like to introduce you Miss Micka Chu, who is an MC, an actress, and a scriptwriter of French and Russian descent. We are going to talk with her about her 4-year journey across Vietnam and how she followed her dream of becoming a professional MC here. Hello, Micka Chu. Thank you for joining with us today.
Thank you, Cherry, for welcoming me today.
First of all, Micka Chu, such a cool nickname. How did you get it?
Well, as you know, there is a very famous character, animal, very famous in Asia, known as Pikachu. So when I arrived there, I was thinking of something very catchy and easy to remember. And my name, Masha, is not really appropriate. So if I would call myself with my real name, Masha, it will sound like massage in Vietnamese. So I thought about something very, very funny that people in Asia may like. And I also myself like a lot Pikachu, so I became Micka Chu.
That's why, right? And one more question. We are in the beginning of 2020, and Vietnam is a developing country where young generations like you who have desire, talent, and a lot of things that they decided to come here to Vietnam and seeking for the opportunities to better your future. Normally it's the other way around.
True.
Like young Vietnamese life dream, they want to study and work abroad. So can you share with us the story of how you came to Vietnam to follow your passion and career?
Yeah. So first of all, I was born in Russia, and at the age of 10, I moved to France. And I studied in France. I lived in France for many years. So for me, once I knew everything about France, about French language, culture, people, I wanted to discover something else. So I went to China for an academic exchange, and then I really liked there, but I wanted to discover another country. So I took an academic year with my studies, business studies, and I found an internship in Vietnam, in Ho Chi Minh City. And at that time, I didn't know anything about Vietnam, like nothing. But I had a good feeling with my former boss, so I decided to try, to come here. And actually, I came here by chance, but I stayed here because I really liked. So yeah, it was first for work, to work in a Vietnamese company, in a beauty company. And afterwards, once I finished the internship. Actually, the company asked me to work more, another 6 months. So I extended my stay, and then I graduated, and then I came back to Vietnam to learn Vietnamese. And this is where all the exciting things started. Yeah.
So how many languages can you speak?
So Russian is my mother tongue. French is my second language. Then comes English, Spanish, that I studied for many years in France, and Vietnamese.
Wow, it's awesome.
My new favorite.
So speaking of languages, I heard that you can speak Vietnamese really well, right?
Có chứ. Còn bạn Cherry thế nào?
No. So why did you choose Vietnamese to study?
Well, first, when I arrived in France, if I wanted to play with other kids or if I wanted to adapt myself, I had to learn the language. So here's the same. I came to this country, I started to live here, to know the people, and at some point something was missing for me. So I was thinking maybe to leave Vietnam, and then I realized what was missing is the real contact with people, the real reason that will make that I will stay here and I'll make my life here, my career. So I decided to learn Vietnamese and to go to the school, to a public school, public university, trường đại học khoa học xã hội và nhân văn. So I studied Vietnamese there for about 1 year, yeah, and now I'm taking also private classes. Yeah.
So how did you study Vietnamese? Did you struggle a lot with studying it?
Oh yeah. I still struggle, to be honest. I'm still learning, so it's really, I will not say it's painful, but it's challenging. It's challenging because there are a lot of sounds that I don't know in Russian or in French, but there are a lot of similarities. And for me, the reason why really I learn Vietnamese is because there is, on the one side, the influence of French culture, French language, and on the other side, a little bit, I know, but Russian culture as well. So learning like Vietnamese is for me is in somewhere in the middle. Yeah.
Learning Vietnamese is really difficult. Are there any times that you want to give up?
I wanted to give up. I wanted to give up many times, but I'm like when I start to do something and when I invest my time in something, I cannot give up after until I get the result that I want. So the next challenge for me actually will be to write articles for a Vietnamese newspaper. So that will come soon. This year, yeah.
For Micka, Vietnam is where she finds cultural beauties, which is quite similar to her two home countries, France and Russia. Over 4 years living in Ho Chi Minh City and speaking Vietnamese very well, Micka took every opportunity to widen her relationships in order to get more experience in her favorite work fields such as modeling, acting, TV hosting, and screenwriting. In every part of life, this energetic and young woman from Europe has always tried to do her best and create a professional image for herself. Her passion for work is really serious and takes a big part in her life. Above all, Micka has harbored a very big dream, that she could someday become a professional host on the big stages in Vietnam.
Phải nói đó là một cái may mắn khi mình có được một cái cơ hội làm việc với Micka, một cô gái đến từ nước Pháp, vừa trẻ đẹp lại vừa có một cái tác phong làm việc rất là chuyên nghiệp. Và ở Micka thì mình luôn thấy có một cái năng lượng rất là dồi dào và một cái tình yêu dành cho đất nước và con người Việt Nam. Thì điều đó rất là đáng quý. Tại vì như các bạn biết đó, một người mà người ta được thừa hưởng cái nền giáo dục châu Âu á, họ sẽ có rất là nhiều cơ hội để làm việc ở nhiều nơi. Nhưng mà với Micka thì cô ấy đã chọn Việt Nam, cô ấy đã đến đây sống, học tiếng Việt và theo đuổi đam mê làm người mẫu và trở thành MC, người dẫn chương trình truyền hình của mình. Thì đó là một cái gì đó rất là đáng quý và mình nghĩ cô ấy sẽ thành công.
So I would like to talk about your career. Among many job opportunities, why did you choose to be a bilingual MC?
Well, first of all, I like to be challenged, and I like to develop new skills. So in France, while I was studying for becoming a marketing specialist, like work in marketing and sales and communication, I was also learning about languages, literature, philosophy. And at the same time, I was learning about drama, so playing on stage. So for me, I really like developing my skills in terms of public speaking, in terms of acting. So it became very natural. It was actually a dream that I had, being little Micka Chu, you know, becoming an MC. And it's true that in Vietnam, there is a lot of opportunities. And especially when you speak the language, locals, they really like it. So for me, it's really a pleasure to, on one side, learn Vietnamese and then use my acting skills and my language skills to be a MC here.
But the journey to become a professional MC must be tough, mustn't it?
It is, of course.
So can you share with us the difficulties that you have to face so far?
Well, first of all, because Vietnamese is such a complicated language, so sometimes my pronunciation may not be so accurate, or I may say something wrong, you know. So yeah, first in terms of language, and then also like Vietnamese people have their own way of working. So also me as a foreigner, I need to adapt. I need to accept certain things, to adapt, and to make it nice, to make it so people like to work with me. And on the third, I like to do different kind of shows, to participate in shows, to present them. So it's all about discovering different things. So I'm really enjoying. I really love it.
You are a scriptwriter as well, right?
True.
Can you share with us more about that?
Well, I started to. I always had a big imagination. I have stories always in my head coming. So here I had the opportunity to work for a restaurant and to write like a mini show for them, where I was also acting and so writing the script and also kind of producing. So it was really, really challenging for me. And then after this, I actually wrote my first script for a short movie about the singer, also one of my idols in Vietnam, Santum MTP.
Wow.
So it's called Hesitation, and it's about the fact that one side of me would like to sing songs of him, but you know, when you record the video, you cannot because you have to pay the rights. And another side of me is really traditional, is really scared of the law and of the rules, and she's saying, no, don't do it. So there is like a conflict between the two parts of me, and at the same time some adventures happening, but it's all around,
I saw it.
You saw it too?
Yes. That's what's real funny.
Thank you. Yeah. It's short, but yeah, it is what it is.
Do you have any no, actually I have to say that, what is the best memory that you have when you live in Vietnam?
Oh, well, best memory, actually I have a lot of memories, but I think one of the really the best was one day I turned on the TV, it was during TED, and I saw this clip of, again, Santum MTP. It was Lac Troy, and I was watching, and at that time I didn't know who he was, I didn't pay attention, and I just watched, and I was like, wow, this is Vietnamese? If this is Vietnamese, I want to be able to talk like this. It's so beautiful. So at this point, I realized that I wanted to learn the language. Really, it was the starting point. And I saw myself like, really, I want to stay there. If I speak the language, if I speak this language, I definitely want to stay here and use it.
So do you have any role model who inspired you a lot to become an
Yes.
MC?
Yes, my main role model, my number one role model is actually MC Trang Thanh.
Oh, wow.
Because my very first Vietnamese show was with him. And my mom was also there, and one of my best friends was here. And at that time, I didn't know who he was, but as an MC, I found him really professional, entertaining, funny. And as a person, he's also very, very nice. So for me, he's really number one. And I watch a lot of his shows to not to imitate him, I would say, but take the best, take really the best from him. And I also really admire his, the fact that he's married to Harry Won, who also studied in the same university as I do. So it's, I like to follow their journey as artists. So I really respect them and admire them.
What was the most impressive memory when working with production crews or event organizers in Vietnam?
Well, I would say, well, it was actually my second show with MC Trang Thanh. It was On Rồi Cao Đến Rồi.
I saw you on the...
Yeah, thank you. Well,
the yellow dress.
Yellow dress, yeah, yellow dress, French girls, playing the French
Bad girl.
Bad girl, but it's more interesting. The thing is that it was really, we shot it one time. And for me it was a bit difficult because it was all, how do you say, very spontaneous. And on stage, everybody was speaking very fast. So it was sometimes really hard for me to come on stage and to know where I had to play. So from this, it was really, really challenging. But I had the opportunity to meet a lot of Vietnamese celebrities who really performing very well in this industry. So it was really a great opportunity and a great experience. Yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing with us.
Cherry.
Such an amazing story of your journey following your dream in Vietnam.
Thank you so much.
I wish you all the best and more success with your career. Thank you for watching. See you next time on a show of Sharing Vietnam on VTC 10 Net Viet channel, and goodbye.